Grand Rising! And happy full moon, everybody. Sagittarius full moon.
Sagittarius.
How is everybody today? We've got a lot to talk about. I don't really know where to start.
Yeah, where do
That's
we
kind of
begin?
where I'm at the moment. Well, let's start with the workshop.
Yes.
Just get straight to it.
Yes, flow and glow.
Flow and glow. It's a no-go.
It's a no-go, guys. It's a no-go, unfortunately. The universe is telling us a no this time.
It's a no. Do you know what? It's an accumulation of things, and I feel that it's present for all of us. Money would be the... do you know what? I spoke to a good friend of mine yesterday, and for all the kind of holistic practitioners that are in this industry, I think we're all in that same boat, if you will.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he said, the situation is people, us, collective, have got the money but no time, the time but no money, or you have both but no inclination. And I'm really, yeah, it's apparent. And so we've made the decision, a heartfelt decision, to cancel this weekend our workshop because, yeah, the situation is that we just don't have enough bodies in the space to accommodate the outgoings of the space in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's a decision we've made, and a conscious one. Right?
Yeah. It obviously it brings a little bit of sadness because it was something that we really wanted to share with everybody. But I think the time will come when it manifests and it's right.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it just wasn't feeling like it was going in that direction.
Yeah.
So
Don't force, don't fix.
force it. Exactly. Yeah. We didn't want to do that.
It is full moon, and so yeah, we're going to celebrate that this evening. And with all of those things I just mentioned, the time, the money, etc., that's fine. We're listening.
Yeah.
And I really feel at the moment it's about a collective movement together forwards to shift us through this current kind of stagnant soup of energy that we're all finding ourselves in one way or another. I think we can relate to those things, where's our abundance coming from? If I say abundance, I mean time, money, energy. We're in this kind of like survival root chakra situation where we need to kind of lift, rise and elevate and transcend through the crown, and trusting the process, trusting in each other. It's time to, not literally, but unlock the doors and drop the fences and come together, because this is the future, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how we're going to move through this. It's in the togetherness.
Yeah. And I also feel that it's basically being clear about what you're wanting moving into this next stage, and that is being completely clear in your own mind about what you're envisioning and asking yourself this question, which we're going to obviously do a beautiful manifestation practice of like a visualization later on tonight at the full moon. But the question is, what do you want? And to be specific about that and not even assume yourself that because sometimes you're scattered, and when you're scattered, those things are not going to come into fruition because your attention is not clear and your intention is not clear. So attention and intention is not clear. So how are you going to manifest that abundance? How are you going to manifest what you truly want and desire if you're not asking yourself that question and it landing and being very clear in your direction? So I think it's really important, tonight we're coming together and we're going to create space and fire and, put it out there and say it to yourself. Be really, really, really clear about your direction, because I think it's, where we are at the moment, we've been very, I speak for myself, quite low in mood and kind of boxed into the safe practices that we kind of create for ourselves that aren't necessarily healthy or productive. A lot of procrastination, a lot of fear, stepping into this new version, higher version, which we all collectively need to be doing.
We're being called.
Yeah.
But I really feel, and this can be quite controversial and quite blunt, but I really think we're at this kind of, I want to say crossroads, but a point where we're either going to hold each other's hands and work together, do the work. You have to meet in the middle. This elevation is not going to be bestowed upon you. It's a meet in the middle. Be active in your healing, you know, and that means holding each other's hands. It means opening to trust, opening to love, even though you don't know what the next step might be, but you know that we've got to walk it together. And that means unblocking and moving out of that painful, scary kind of energy that we've all found ourselves in, you know, and I think there's a lot of fear there.
Yeah, definitely fear. Definitely.
And it's a time of giving. We've got a Venus and Pluto alignment, and it is a time for giving, compassion, love, empathy, but more.
Yeah.
More. We need more. That means doing things for each other without the expectation of return.
Yeah.
And money is energy. Love is energy. Everything is energy.
Yeah.
To receive it, you got to give it. It's
energy goes where attention. Energy flows where attention goes. So you know, it's really important to, you know, give back to each other, share. I mean, it's an exchange in itself. You know, just giving and receiving, and not just giving all that you are, and not just taking for your own gain. You know, it's important to have that exchange of kindness and love and you know, togetherness, because that when that's a little bit lost, you know, your direction can get a little bit lost as well, because you're not having that beautiful moment between each other. You know, and I think coming together and sharing space and being able to just offer your gifts, you know, because we all have gifts, we all have beautiful things that we can share with each other, and you know, to be able to do that in a conscious space, you know, ignites the magic again, because that's what we're needing right now. Is we need that spark and that ignition.
And we make the choice now between holding on to the ways that we have made our money, received love, what we consider to be security, and I'm going to excuse the term, I feel it's a bit of a sinking ship. We're at a point of evolution. We've got that Pluto Aquarius situation where we're moving through a death and a rebirth. Whether astrology is your thing or not, I'm sure you'll be feeling these energies, that uncertainty. And if we're holding on to the old way of doing things, it's not really going to be a fruitful outcome, let's say.
No.
We're at a point where we're being asked to be brave. Oh, let go and step into the unknown, but knowing we're doing that together. So this is where we're at.
Yeah, and I think also just something just came into my head here, which I think is really important, and it's owing it to yourself to create a healthy structure, you know, and we can be in a state of doing. I think doing is positive, but also not going into that toxic, out of bodied doing. Where you're overstimulated, overwhelmed, because you're, you know, listing a load of things that you feel, or putting pressure on yourself to be doing things that are just, you know, it's not kind really most of the time, you know. So make sure that you've got that self-love in there as well. You know, each day you can go to the gym, you can do your trainings, whatever that is, or your practices, whatever that is, but really just make space for self-love and rest. That's really important.
Rest is equally, rest and doing they work in a fine balance, right?
Yin and yang, you've got to have the both, you know. You can't be just in complete yang, you can't be in complete yin. So it's the pendulum, isn't it? Just getting that balance.
So this evening, we are going to have our full moon fire. DM us for details. It is free. It's from 7 o'clock onwards. We're going to gather around the fire. We're going to make a beautiful center fire for everybody. And we're going to move through some affirmation and visualization and offer it to the flames. We're going to clear these blockages so that together we can move up and out and into that kind of divine connection and knowing and faith, really. And we're going to drum it out. We're going to sing it out. We're going to shout it out. We're going to shake it out. And eat marshmallows.
Yay! Join
us!
I mean, you know, the power, guys, is in the imagination, and I think this is a really beautiful time on the full moon to create imagination. Imagine what you want your life to be. Envision your, you know, your life. Create the movie and do it. You know,
imagination, visualization, and manifestation.
Yay!
Full moon vibes. So
awesome. Okay.
So with that in mind.
Yeah, let's
I hope you've all got a cup of cacao or whatever your morning brew might be. So today we have, of course, the beautiful Mama Cacao. Where am I going? Imagination.
Downstream.
Mama Cacao, the medicine of love, embodiment, and healing. She's the medicine of the people to bring us back into our bodies, out of our heads, and into our hearts. So, and we have cordyceps actually, and reishi. So this is a time for action, release, and doing, and active in our healing, right? So I've included and infused with cordyceps, but reishi, because like what we were saying, that doing is wonderful, but only if it's coming from a place of embodiment and you're choosing rather than you're running, not running anywhere, not running from, but moving towards.
And also moving through, right? You can be stuck, you can be in that state of I'm not sure or not understanding or feeling a bit confused, but just allow it, move through it, sit with it, feel it.
Feel it, guys.
Feel cry it, shake it, move it. Like
you gotta feel it to heal it, right?
Exactly. So it's a superpower to be vulnerable and allow yourself to release, cry, scream into a pillow, whatever it is. Just do it.
Just not at your neighbour.
No.
Love that neighbour. So when you drink your cacao, whatever it is you're drinking. Do you know what? The quickest way to alchemize that place being stuck in fear or why is this happening to me is to come to gratitude.
Yeah.
What is it you are grateful for today? Who are you grateful for? And what was your line? Yeah.
Well,
imagination
is power. What do you want? Yeah, create some thought process around that today. Maybe just sit with it. So what do you want?
Yeah, give to receive.
Yeah.
So give love, thanks, and abundance to yourself.
And just remember, you're alive. It's a gift.
Your loved ones.
We're living, we're breathing, we're here, we're gifted this beautiful life. Just remind yourself of that. Because it is so, so, so beautiful when you actually sit with that thought of, we're here, we're breathing.
You're a miracle.
We're a miracle. Exactly.
I wrote a poem actually, I think it was yesterday, and it was a reminder of who you are. It's in my last post on Instagram, and maybe I'll write it below this post as well. It's a reminder of who you are. You are love. You are all of the things without becoming anything. So, without further ado, let's move into our morning.
So, talking about releasing, I thought I'd do a little short bit of yoga for you guys, bit of breath work, bit of just stretching and moving and shifting, because we just need to get it out a little bit, you were saying there's quite a lot of planets in Taurus.
Everything's in Taurus, bar a couple.
So hence why I've not hardly left the house. Feeling stuck. So I think when you've been feeling a little bit stuck and stagnant.
But we have got Mars in Aries, so that is that injection of fire. Tap into that energy to help you shift and block and move through this process for you to enable you to move on up.
Yeah, 100%.
Move on up. Where is Mercury at the moment? I can't remember. Mercury is moving. Oh, my brain.
I don't know where Mercury.
But apparently I can't speak so well today. I'm not so fluid in my conversation.
Throat chakra. So this brings me because this is really, really, really important. Actually, a very amazing body worker, which I went to yesterday and received a beautiful, I had a beautiful session, but it inspired me because he was very right in what he was saying, where everybody feels pain in different parts of their body, and pain is usually linked with something emotional. I would say 99.9% of the time.
0.9999999.
Yeah. So, for instance, to give you a bit of insight, as I have had this shoulder pain for all in the right side, the masculine side, clearly overcompensating because I'm not feeling very held and supported, or maybe taking on other people's burdens. Very, very...
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. So, you know, just think about that before you create, a problem, because you can move that energy out. And he was saying that, you know, a lot of tension where people feel that it's in the back or the shoulders, or it's a lot of the time in the head, you know. And when you start tapping into the throat and the top of the crown and moving through this space, everything starts to shift down here as well. So it was beautiful to actually receive that. I felt very inspired by it. So
inspiration is beautiful. It's the glimmer of
It
creativity, and like it's a perfect balance actually between creativity. It's the masculine and the feminine together,
Yes.
isn't it? It's
100%.
that kind of, you're going to put action to something because you're so inspired, and together that manifestation creates something beautiful.
Definitely. And I think if you're a yoga teacher or a
Be
body worker
inspired.
or a plant medicine carrier, you know, share your gifts with each other, because
And the way
we
you
inspire
create.
each other.
Yeah.
You know, to stay just in your own and not expand and share and experience each other's gifts, how are you going to evolve? You know, this is what it's all about.
And it's together we rise, guys.
Totally.
So yeah, be inspired by each other.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
100%. So I thought we could work a little bit into the throat chakra, a little bit into the shoulders and the head. Yeah, Boo Boo is out.
His throat chakra's like,
His throat chakra's open. So we'll begin in cross-legged and just come into a seated position. Let's clear the throat chakra. So we'll take some deep nourishing breaths to the belly, release it through the mouth. You can sigh it, you can whatever you feel, whatever comes through for you really. So palms facing up, index finger and thumb, chin mudra, roll the shoulders back, drop the spine down, relax the belly. So try not to tense the body. Check in on your body from the crown all the way down to your root chakra, and just feel where any tension might be in the body. So it might be in the lower back, it might be in the backs of the thighs, it might be in the jaw. You could be tensing in your shoulders. So just soften, keep softening, just taking normal breath at the moment. It's just soft breath with awareness, no attachment. Let's invite love to your space, invite love to your body. And we're going to take a deep breath to the diaphragm. Hold at the top. Release through the throat. Let's take it again. Hold at the top. Rest in the awareness for as long as you can. And release. One more deep breath. Release through the mouth. Bring the breath back to Ujjayi, so in through the nose, out through the nose, tongue at the roof of the mouth, creating that ocean-like sound in your throat. Let's take 3 of these. We're going to do the humming bee today. So, pranayama, 4 fingers, place over the eyes and the thumbs go over the ears. We take the breath all the way into the diaphragm. So you might want to clear the throat first. Don't worry about what it sounds like. There's no ever judgment in yoga, yeah? Don't judge yourself either. Let's take the breath in. Hold at the top, and when we're ready, we hum the release. Again. 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 Release the hands. Place the palms up onto the knees. Feel the vibration running through your body. Maybe you have some tingling sensation. Maybe you see some colors. Take your attention to the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Into your inner world. See how that feels. Taking that intention in towards that beautiful inner world. And then take the attention to the crown chakra, the space at the top of the head. And just envision a white light. And imagine that white light beaming and taking yourself up vertically to your higher self. Knowing that this is love, pure love. Knowing that you are infinite. And we are all that is and all that ever will be. And drive that beautiful light all the way down into each chakra. Your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, base of the spine. Take a breath. Release through the mouth. And then take that white light, expand it all the way outside of yourself in your silhouette, knowing that that force is always around you. just need to take yourself there. Whenever you need it. Sit with that feeling. Know your power. Guide that light all the way back up. Shoot it up and above your crown. And hold it there. When you're ready, open your eyes. Just take a moment to feel that. Knowing that that's a powerful technique that you can use anytime. Give yourself a hug. Have a sip of your drink.
Or the person you love.
Always important to share love and give yourself love.
So openly. I think we can cage ourselves in, and it comes from a place of fear. It can be quite, dare I say, English to be reserved. But banish the reservation and offer your love unconditionally, so freely. It's what's going to alchemize that kind of energy, isn't it? And bring us together. And so important.
So important. Just a little bit of movement. Let's take some circles. Move your body a little. And let's shake out anything that's stagnant. Make a sound, whatever that is. Ready for that full moon. Yes. And let's take some beautiful head rolls. Remember, when you're taking any movement, direct the breaths.
Crunchy.
Yeah, very. If you're crunchy, really tune in, chime in, go deeper with the breath. The breath will release it.
Yeah.
If you're just moving your head around, nothing is being released. Let's take the right hand, place it onto the left ear, and just draw the head to the side. Take a nice deep breath. I feel like just releasing through the mouth today.
Yeah, that feels nice.
Connecting with the throat, connecting. Bring yourself up nice and slow. Take it on the other side. Just be gentle with yourself, guys. If you have any kind of tender points or soft areas, just be gentle. It doesn't have to be really like intense. Beautiful. Slowly bring yourself back up. Big stretch, arms above the head. Bringing the palms together. Index finger pointing up, thumbs together. So we're really increasing the stretch. We're going to take a breath. And then take a side stretch to the right. Take another one. Take it deeper. Inhale Inhale back to center. Exhale left. Ooh, that one's a good one. Take it again. Inhale, rise.
Boo Boo is really doing his breath today.
He really is. Exhale, release. Let's come onto the knees and just have a little bit of movement. Let's move the spine. Tuck the feet under. Just shift the weight forward and back. Little circles. If you're new to yoga, it's really good to do these little exercises before you take any transition into downward dog. Warm up those wrists and ankles. Turn the hands so they're facing inward. Quite an intense stretch. Whew. Take that beautiful stretch. Remember to breathe. Release through the mouth. Good. Place the hands so they're facing forward. Come into that tabletop position. Let's take our cat-cows and direct all the breath to the spine. Release up when you're ready. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Gaze to the navel. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the feet under, just sit back a little bit, take a stretch, arms in front. Take the chin to the mat. If that's too much, you can just take the forehead. Then release the feet, come onto the forearms, shift the weight forward, and then come into your puppy pose. So really sit into the hips, guys. Remember to breathe. This is quite an intense one on the shoulders, so if you are tight, you can release the head a little bit if the chin is too much, but if you like that deep stretch, take the chin. Good. Slowly come up onto the forearms. We're going to take a dolphin pose. So similar to your downward dog, draw the knees in a little bit closer, tuck the feet under. So this is really into the forearms and the shoulders. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it is quite an intense stretch, so if it becomes too much, release it, come into child's pose. Tuck the feet under and drive the feet in towards you. Roll through the feet if you like. Wake up the hamstrings. So we're taking a lot of weight into the shoulders and the forearms. When you're ready, just shift the weight forward, rock forward and back. Good. And then release, come down onto the knees and take a child's pose. So quite an intense one, but really good for your shoulders, building up some strength. Just taking a moment in child's pose. Slowly coming up, tucking your feet under, and let's come into our first downward dog. Roll through the feet. And really feel into your downward dog. You can rock the hips from side to side, click it out. You might have some,
nice.
Yeah, just move around in it. and plant your hands down and really ground. You can even soften the knees and push into the shoulders and plant the hands down even more, just to create that beautiful stretch. And just rock forward and back. Take the gaze forward, soften those knees and just gently walk yourself to the top of the mat, staying in the fold. When you get to the top, just hang over the legs like a rag doll. Take the arms behind you, interlock the hands. Let's take a shoulder stretch and just let the arms land wherever they need to be. Releasing, relax the head. Try not to create tension in the neck. Just let your head drop down. Allow your belly to come to your thighs. Maybe you want to move around a little bit more into the hips. And then relax the arms down. Grab hold of the elbows, just gentle rock. And then when you're ready, start to roll up into your Tadasana, ever so slowly. Head always last. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands to the heart center. Give yourself a big, big breath here. Take another fold down. Nice and slow. We're going to take a little bit of a flow, just a short flow. Place the left hand onto the ground, right arm extended, soften that left knee. Take the gaze up. Exhale. Other side. Exhale. Take the right foot back, coming into your lunge. We're getting ready for a nice little twist, so place the right hand by the left foot and we're going to take a beautiful spinal twist. Arms up high. Maybe you'd like to take it to the back of the room, create more extension. Drop that knee down when you're ready. Place both hands by each other, coming into our lizard, down onto the forearms and relaxing the head. And just open up the hips. Slowly bringing yourself back up. Taking the arm around you. Take a little stretch back. Just allow it to be in flow. Pushing your weight forward and then taking it back again. Keep that flowing, maybe just a few of these. And what we're doing is just releasing anything in the inside thigh.
Feels really good.
It's a really good stretch, yeah, just a little.
The movement feels nice.
Yeah, just the movement.
Rather
it's
than
kind of like a preparation for if you're going into your monkey pose, like your splits. So if you're working in towards that flexibility, this is a really good little exercise.
Just feeling the movement, to move energy generally just feels nice at the moment.
It does. And then we're going to tuck the foot under. Coming into our lunge, we're going to just create some movement to the back and come on the other side. And take that stretch. Lovely. And maybe drop the arm down again, opening out. Spin the hand down. Let's take the lizard. Ooh. When you're ready, take this stretch forward and back. You can come onto the heel if you want to intensify that stretch. So right foot forward and back. We're just letting go of all that tension stored into the backs of the thighs and the front of the fascia. Use the breath.
Oh, you guys have got a good view.
Right there, we're going to tuck the foot under, spin round, stay here. Getting ready for our extended forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Hello. Grab hold of the ankles if your head just naturally drops down. Great. If not, you can place the hands on the floor. You can come up like so. You can take the hands to the ankles, whatever feels good for you. Thread the arms through if you like to increase that stretch. Feels good, this one.
Yeah.
Yee! Maybe you'd like to take your arms behind you and interlock the hands and allow them to come all the way down.
Oh,
Daisy is
grab your neighbour's bum. Don't take this healing stuff too seriously,
guys. Big booty.
Shake your booty.
Shake your booty.
Shake your booty.
Shake the booty. And release. And we're going to come up into that flat back.
Oh, well.
Let me shift forward.
We didn't think this through, guys. Why does this
forward.
feel like the centipede?
They didn't hear that.
I'm going to do flat back this way.
We're going to come up. We're going to come up into our goddess. So,
Yes.
move the feet inwards. We're going to come into our squat.
That was fun.
Play around with it, guys. It's not serious.
Just have fun.
Bring yourself into your goddess pose. Maybe if you want to come up onto the ball of the foot, take a little balance, optional. Ooh. Ooh. Take a breath. Release and release the tongue. One more time. Beautiful. Bring yourself up. Spin yourself around. So we're on that left foot and we're going to come into our downward dog. Shift the weight. Come down into child's pose. Surrender. And release. Come slowly up into your kneeling position when you're ready. Palms facing up. Just take a moment of stillness. And just really appreciate that movement and that shift. Thank you. That went in an interesting direction. But it is as it is.
It was fun.
Yeah, fun and playful, guys.
Playful, yeah. Play more.
Play more. Don't be scared of just allowing your body just to flow, because intuitively. Because it doesn't have to be regimented yoga. It can be whatever you want it to be.
You know, and you're never too old to be silly. We get old because we're not silly more.
We need to be playful. We need to tap into the inner child. We need to, not like you say, like
Be
not
silly.
just be silly. Like, so
Fun.
what?
No
one cares.
That's that reservation coming back, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no one cares, guys.
And that comes to opening your voice. This is a journey I'm currently on, and opening your voice. You know, when you sing on your own, you're kind of loud and open, and but if there's other people around, or the risk of somebody hearing you, you've got that kind of like restriction. You know, that feeling. And I guess that feeling, like for me, that'd be, ooh, I'm not good enough, or I can't sing like, I don't know, Whitney Houston. Now I show my age. but isn't it? And it's really not about that.
I will always love you.
Yeah. It's about the words you are singing and the energy and love that you are singing with, and
we're all capable.
It's that is received, and so
You don't have to be a professional to, sing and let your voice be heard. And,
you'll be in for a treat tonight then. Time to sing.
Yeah, or drum, like whatever you're sort of directed towards. Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing practice.
Actually, I just wanted to read something to you all, because I got this beautiful little book. It's called Moments to Hold Close by Molly Burford. She's an individual creative writer. I think she's in the US. But I came across this book and I felt it to be so intimate and so real and so beautiful. It's just all little snippets and short paragraphs. But this one is called Self-Love Reminder number 3. Of course, there's 1 and 2, but this, I just opened a book and came to this, and it felt, so I wanted to share it with you. And it feels good for now. So, you are allowed to outgrow the life you thought you wanted. You are under no obligation to stay in places that no longer serve you or you wish to be. Even if those places exist only in your mind and in your heart. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to evolve, and you're allowed to change. You're allowed to become who you actually are. That's it. So give yourself permission.
Give yourself permission to change, because
to open, to let go, to evolve, to leave behind old versions of yourself. That might be people, that might be places, that might be some things, some when, some how, some ones.
Some patterns,
Discomfort comes from trying to force yourself to stay in those places that you've kind of evolved past, and I really feel this is a time of letting go and giving yourself permission to move into the path that is always meant for you. Walk into that life.
You owe it to yourself to do it. Like this is the time now for change, because if you don't, then you're just going to stay stagnant. And unhappy. So that version gone. New version in. Let's bring it into fruition.
Time to alchemize. So we will see you this evening at our full moon for some affirmation, manifestation, and visualization.
100%.
We're going to share all the love, the medicine, the fire, and everything in between.
100%. I'm really looking forward to tonight, because I think it's really needed. So no excuses, guys. It's a free event.
Free event.
Just bring your beautiful self.
And a blanket, ideally. Something
cozy to wear, and just be comfortable. But I think that's also, like, just to end as well with our offerings in general. I feel that where we are at the moment, like Daisy was saying at the beginning about money and like time and all of these things that are potentially blocking people from doing this kind of work, whether it's yoga, body work, plant medicine, whatever that may be. I'm happy at the moment to maybe offer my yoga as a free service. That's something that I've been thinking about, and then moving more into my body work, and that being something that I'm going to put my main focus on until after I come back from India. So, I think it's just really important to have a little bit of both. to give and to receive. So the yoga, I'm going to start doing some free yoga events, and then obviously the body work will be paid, but my Lomi. And I just think, to create some more freedom in these exchanges, because I feel that there's been a bit of a block with certain things, and I want to share with you guys, I really do. So watch this space.
See you tonight.
See you
For some
tonight.
full moon glow.
Yeah!
Let's flow. Have a beautiful, blessed day.